Nothing in this podcast or on our website should be construed as medical advice. Consult your healthcare provider for your individual nutritional and medical needs. The information presented is based on our research and is strictly that of the author and not necessarily those of any professional group or other individual.
Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers. Welcome to Sue's Healthy Minutes. I'm so excited you've joined me today, and I hope this episode encourages you and allows you to find the answers you have been praying for the health of you and your family. Today on Sue's Healthy Minutes, as we are approaching the new year of 2026, I want to share with you a very brief word of encouragement for a New Year's resolution. The beginning of a new year is always a good time to reflect on the past and make plans for a better future. Most goals revolve around improved health, exercise, or even time and money management. But I want to share with you today a resolution that will perhaps be much easier to keep and maybe even more fruitful. You know, I love the Christmas story, and I think perhaps my favorite version, if you want to call it that, comes from the book of Luke. In rereading the first chapter recently, the story of Zachariah and the promised birth of a son, John the Baptist, God really spoke to my heart. In Luke 1:13, we are told that an angel appears to Zachariah while Zachariah is performing his yearly priestly duties. When Zachariah sees the angel, it says, he was troubled and filled with fear. But the angel tells him, do not be afraid, because your prayer or petition was heard, and your wife Elizabeth will bear a son, and you must call his name John. Now, I heard a teaching recently that explained that the word used there for your prayer was heard can literally mean a prayer that you have stopped praying, a prayer perhaps that you have given up on. I can only imagine that Zachariah and his wife Elizabeth, praying for a child for years, had stopped praying for a child because, as the scripture tells us, they were very advanced in years, well beyond childbearing age. Their thoughts might have been something like this: it's too late for us now, so why pray anymore? We are too old. It's too late. It is impossible in the natural, so why keep praying or asking? Or maybe you even think the answer from God is no. But God spoke so clearly to me with this account. With God, all things are possible, and with God, it is never too late. So, my resolution this year, and perhaps yours, can be to ask ourselves and the Lord, what prayers have I stopped praying? What prayers have I given up on? What prayers have I lost faith in? What prayers have I prayed that I now think are impossible, or it's too late, or it will never happen? I will now resolve in 2026 to start believing again and to start asking again and to believe it's not too late. With God, it is not impossible. Scripture tells us to ask and keep on asking, to knock and keep on knocking. How about that for a New Year's resolution? And let's continue to wait for and expect even the impossible in 2026. And may 2026 be filled with surprises and blessings of long-awaited prayers being answered. I look forward to our next year together with Season 5 of Sue's Healthy Minutes. If you have enjoyed listening to this podcast, why not share it with a friend? And until next time and the new year, 2026, this is Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minutes.
Sue's Healthy Minutes podcast has been a presentation by the Bread Beckers Incorporated located in Woodstock, Georgia. For more information, store hours, and learning opportunities, visit breadbeckers.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and never miss an episode. Share this with 2 friends who would benefit from this information, and be sure to join us again next week for more of Sue's Healthy Minutes.